Please welcome partner of Zakas and Leonard LLP, Dennis Zakas, and head of digital commerce technology and marketing technology at Truist, Andrea Pennycombe.
Good morning. I'm honored to serve as the chair of the Top 40 Selection Committee. I'd like to share a little bit about the selection process for this prestigious group. Because of our shared belief that technological innovation is the essential ingredient for economic growth and job creation in Georgia, nothing demonstrates our state's innovation more than the Top 10, Top 40 Innovative Companies competition. We have an excellent track record of recognizing incredible innovation and predicting even greater future success. Each year, the Top 40, Top 10 Committee considers many qualified companies. Unlike other competitions, our winners are selected based on their innovation, as well as the financial impact of their innovation, and most importantly, their disruptive or breakthrough technologies. We believe that these are the types of companies that will have the most significant impact on growth and job creation in the state and spread awareness of the state's technology success throughout the U.S. and globally. Congratulations to each of this year's Top 40 winners. Hopefully by now you've had a chance to visit the exhibitions of the Top 40 companies, and they are outstanding. The committee then has the daunting task of selecting from the Top 40 the top 10 most innovative Georgia technology companies. The first group of top 10 finalists will be presenting in a few minutes. Our 2023 top 10 winners are joining an exclusive list of prior winners, including SecureWorks, The Weather Channel, AirWatch, ShareCare, BitPay, Manhattan Associates, OneTrust, Stored, and finally, SalesLoft, whose founder is Kyle Porter, today's inductee into the Georgia Technology Hall of Fame.
Awesome. Good morning, everybody. So that was a pretty impressive list, Dennis. The technological innovations of this year's top 10 companies are disrupting a wide range of industries. Each top 10 winner must tell the story of its innovation and impact in a mere 3 minutes. Someone should cue the Final Jeopardy theme music for them. We'd be remiss if we didn't give a shout out to the members of the Top 40 and Top 10 Committee. These distinguished tech leaders not only select the Top 40 and Top 10 companies, but they also coach the top 10 companies in preparation for their 3-minute presentation. So let's give a round of applause for the committee that did the selections. All right. Although the top 10 have already been chosen, you, the audience, will be able to vote this year's People Choice Awards after the second round of presentations. Listen carefully to the presenters and winners in both rounds. Take notes so that you can vote on 3 categories: coolest technology, best presentation, and best of show. In addition, you can vote on best exhibition from all the top 40, not just the top 10. So now we'd like to introduce the first round of the top 10 winners.
Please welcome our first top 10 winner, PDI Technologies.
Hey everyone, I'm Trenton Spindler, the Vice President of Sustainability, Operations, and Innovations at PDI Technologies. We're gonna go ahead now. PDI, headquartered in Atlanta, Georgia, connects convenience-centric businesses with the data and technology they need to excel. Now today, ESG is an increasingly important decision point for a consumer in their buying journey. Yet, with the long-scale and long-term adoption of EVs going to take time, we're finding that there's an unmet need for consumers and drivers and fleets for sustainable solutions today. And because here at PDI, we're a convenience thought leader with sustainability solutions live in over 20 countries, we annually survey consumers to better understand their buying behavior and change it. And what we're finding is that over 74% of consumers want to buy a sustainable product or service. 68% are actually willing to pay more, yet over 79% don't know how to identify that sustainable good or a company. And that's a problem, but also a big opportunity to make sustainability more convenient. And that's just what we did here at PDI. With our breakthrough innovations, we're connecting our loyalty technology with consumers to help convenience stores, retailers, brands, and corporate fleets increase loyalty, transactions, and goodwill. It's a pretty amazing thing we're doing here. And we do this through simple yet effective reduced emissions programs that award a carbon offset each time someone purchases fuel at the pump or via a payment card. And while carbon offset programs are popular eco initiatives, they're rarely tied to loyalty, transactions, technology, or even fuel, making it very difficult to change a consumer's buying behavior. And we're solving that problem here at PDI with our loyalty know-how and technology by empowering consumers and drivers and fleets to see their reduced impact as close to the point of purchase as possible. Whether it's through our always-on solutions, our sustainability fleet or logistics portals, or our convenience loyalty integrations and consumer applications like GasBuddy, we solve for a driver's green desire, a fleet's emissions, or a company's ESG goals. And you know, I'm going to tell you a secret. The most amazing thing is since launch, we've been able to see consumers start voting with their wallet and corporate fleets sign up to reduce emissions across the globe. And to be really candid, there's no one like us in the convenience space, I'd argue. We provide a uniquely differentiated product backed by consumer research that solves for sustainability at the flick of a switch. And don't take my word for it, the numbers speak for themselves as you guys see it. With over 13.5 million metric tons of carbon dioxide taken out of the atmosphere with brands like Marathon, FleetCor, Eden Red, Twice Daily, and more, it's an enormous impact. That's the equivalent of over 3 million vehicles or 2.6 million homes being made carbon neutral for 1 year. We're proud of our clients and innovation, and if anyone would like to learn about how PDI is leading the energy transition through convenience, please let us know. Thank you very much, everyone.
Please welcome to the stage, Acivilate.
It's a classic image of an overworked social worker, a stack of files, more cases than they know what to do with. Recently, a lot of agencies have gone digital, and they found that if you digitize broken processes, the result is still broken processes. In fact, a recent CMS study showed that 74% of referrals failed because of process problems. I'm Louise Wasilewski, CEO of Acivilate, where we're serving the 44 million Americans that the Government Accountability Office estimates are getting help with a major life problem. Think a veteran leaving the military, somebody leaving prison, somebody leaving domestic violence. They have one caseworker to find housing, another to get a job, a counselor for trauma, and before you know it, they have a stack of case plans, but theirs are trapped in a host of different case management systems. At Acivilate, we lift the barriers that stop information from flowing, for example, between the gaping chasm that exists between state and local government. We do it with Pocket. Each client can get their own case plan in their own pocket, and then they can share it with a government agency, a healthcare provider, or a community partner. And it turns out that when people have a real voice in their own care, they're far more likely to follow through for better outcomes with less staff effort, and that saves money. We encapsulate the different types of data and tie it up with this nice ribbon of an audit trail and make it easy to deliver it to the caseworkers that need that information. And the real magic is we do it with absolutely no integration dollars. If that sounds unbelievable, we're rolling out statewide with an early customer and expanding into other states. Our foothold is in the adult justice system, but we're also working with veteran services and just won our first juvenile account. You see, it turns out that when struggling people get a grip on their lives, they can leave the welfare system and build strong families. And isn't that what we all want? I'm Louise Wasilewski, and we put the help people need in their pocket. We're at booth 36, and I'd love to share more. Thank you very much.
Please welcome to the stage, AdPipe.
Hey everyone, I just drove in from Athens. We got any Bulldogs in the house? How about Georgia Tech and Emory? All right, we're going to talk about you guys in a second. But first, let's talk about video. Every day, 727,000 hours of video is uploaded to YouTube. The problem is the average shelf life of those videos is just 10 days. That creates a giant sunk cost for organizations. One of our partners has spent $85 million in the last 3 years on videos they'll use just one time each. That is insane. Why is that happening? Marketers are buried under a never-ending need for new content and new channels, and they can't keep up. And they can't use video because they don't have the time, resources, or skill set. So they're left leveraging undifferentiated static ads that look just like these. Now, I know there's some alumni in the audience. Let me let you in on a sad secret. Each of your universities had access to over 2,000 videos that they could have made motion-first ads with, but they didn't, even though they know motion outperforms static 12 to 1. That's why we built AdPipe. Now, marketers can create motion-first campaigns using the content they already have in just a couple minutes. And marketers are responding. In just 15 months, we've gone from 0 to 1.2 million ARR, and here are a couple of our local partners. So how does it work? Well, there's 3 main pillars: repurpose, repackage, and repost. Repurpose means to use pieces of your existing content. Repackage means to add text and graphics that makes it net new. And repost, of course, means to get your winners out to market over and over again. And I'll give you a look under the hood. If you want to repurpose your content, you have to know what you have. But if you're a marketer with thousands of assets, that's impossible without automation. So we use computer vision to auto-tag every clip in your library to make it instantly discoverable. And if you want to repackage something, well, of course you need great copywriting. And with our GPT-4 integration, you can do that in just a couple keywords. But the real magic is the combination of those 2 great technologies. With AdPipe's text-to-motion AI, you can generate industry-leading copy that automatically pairs itself with the most relevant media from your entire library. That is the future of campaign marketing. I'm Andrew Levy, co-founder and CEO of AdPipe. Go Commodores. Thank you very much.
Please welcome to the stage, Vieaura.
morning, everyone. Shrikant from Vieaura. We are dealing with productivity loss as we are bringing on digital millennials into the workforce while replacing skilled people as they exit the workforce. This is a $450 billion loss. It takes 8 months for the new people to reach full potential. 90% of the information is lost, and then there is a turnover of 39%. This is a significant problem. So, our no-code extended reality platform powers just-in-time visual guidance to solve this. It feels like magic. You take any task or process, use a point-and-click interface to build it once, and you can run it on any device. Our no-code approach delivers augmented and mixed reality interactions to the users. And how do we do that? We use machine vision, AI-based task prompts, and smart data capture. And with all this put together, it makes it a dramatically easier and faster way to implement process. And get this, no coding required. What you see here is visualization of user machine vision and AI to change the drive gear position with simple prompts for the users. Click yes and no, and boom, the process gets done. This is a complex changeover process that typically takes 2 hours with a skilled worker. With new hires, it went up to 8 hours, and once the platform was implemented, they are now able to do it in less than 2 hours. So with truckers, we are doing something similar. They are experienced driving trucks, but don't necessarily have the workings of the logistical world, and cold chain logistics in particular can be daunting. So what do we do for them? We have a guided procedure for truckers. They don't have to worry about the specifics behind it, but they follow the process like they've been doing it all their lives. So what you see here is one platform that solves different challenges. You have an inexperienced worker who can simply follow the process and complete a complex manufacturing process. And then you have an experienced trucker who is not tech savvy, but able to complete his process. So what's the result of all this visual guidance? You know what? We can get something done in a month compared to traditional approach that takes 12 months of integration. And versus our competitors, we get it right the first time. Integration is, the ongoing changes are instant, and the productivity learning curve, the learning curve is in days versus weeks, and nobody else does that. We have a great team to do it, and we are on a mission to create super workers. Thank you.
Please welcome to the stage Vouch.io.
Hi there, I'm Anthony Maley. I'm CEO of Vouch.io, and we're an offline-first framework. So relationships are complex, but as humans, we want to be recognized. But can technology recognize the relationships we care about? For example, I want my car's trunk to recognize my pharmacy so they can deliver my medication. But our relationships have expectations and boundaries. I want my pharmacist to confirm that I'm the recipient, but by remaining completely anonymous. And I want to share access to the people I care about in a time frame that makes sense for both of us. And I also want to do that offline and without a key. Vouch is an offline-first framework. Unlike big tech, which seeks to lock in users to a centralized platform where your identity and data is their currency. Offline first inverts authority back to the device and its owner. And it allows you to recognize the things, people, and systems that you care about. And it also gives you the opportunity to endorse the people you trust to use the things that you care about. We do this using some breakthrough technologies, cryptographic proofs, decentralized blockchain, and zero-knowledge proofs. This allows us to develop a graph of trust using those technologies, which actually creates nuanced relationships that generates this cryptographic verifiable claim. That claim is then used by devices and things to verify those relationships. We're also growing as a company when we recognize talent. And we're already being recognized and our technology is being used with some leading brands like Toyota and Lexus. But our technology is also being used in many other industries. We're viable in almost any industry. But my question is, what relationships do you have to vouch for? Thank you.
What do people dream when they dream about better banking? Where can the thinkers and dreamers gather to build better lives and create breakthrough solutions? Where will they find the freedom to take risks, test ideas, and explore? The answer is here, the brand new Innovation and Technology Center at Truist headquarters. Here, the future of banking takes shape in an open, collaborative ecosystem where every room and amenity has been intentionally designed to inspire innovation and foster co-creation. At the ITC, we welcome and nurture innovators, helping them transform imaginative concepts into banking reality. More than a shared space, it's a shared mindset, featuring an ever-present reminder of Truist's purpose and culture around care and innovation. To accelerate our efforts, we created the Innovators in Residence program, sharing space with strategic partners and organizations that have the capabilities and vested interest in succeeding together. And virtual and augmented reality showcasing the future of training, banking, and innovation, where new client experiences are born. The Innovation and Technology Center is the space where teammates fulfill our Truist purpose by creating new digital experiences for customers and completely rethinking the future of banking. But who really dreams about banking anyway? We do.
Hi, I'm Reeve Smith, Director of Sales at Leapfrog Services. For 25 years, we've been proud to provide extraordinary IT services to clients throughout the Southeast. By deploying and managing secure, scalable, and high-performing technology, we strive to provide our clients with the flexibility, scalability, and reliability that enables their business to grow without limits. Today, as we look to the future, we're excited to take another leap forward with security-led technology offerings by bolstering our cyber risk programs. At Leapfrog, our clients get a proactive, comprehensive approach to leverage safer technology in an increasingly scary cyber environment. Let us know how we can help you leap ahead as well.
Please welcome Chair of the Top 40 Committee, Dennis Zakas and Andrea Pennycombe of Truist.
Hello again. We've had some fantastic presentations this morning of the first 5 of the top 10 innovative companies, and you are about to be blown away again with the next 5. Pay attention because you're going to be doing the People's Choice voting. Thank you very much.
Please welcome to the stage Speedscale.
Hi, my name's Ken Ahrens. I'm one of the co-founders and CEO of Speedscale. We're an Atlanta-based B2B SaaS technology company. Our offices are down in Midtown, and I was looking for the clicker because it's supposed to be here. So could you go to the next slide, please? You may remember this quote that, can you go to the next slide, please? That from Mark Andreessen that he wrote in the Wall Street Journal 10 years ago, software is eating the world. And if you look today, that's really true. 5 of the 6 most valuable companies in the United States are technology companies, and they use software as a key way to generate innovation for their customers. If you go to the next slide and take a look here, one of the big lessons that we learn from these big tech companies, move fast and break things, right? And actually, there's a couple of big markets that have been created here. So on one hand, there's DevOps. It's about $8 billion a year companies spend, which is all about getting their code pushed to production as fast as possible. So since we're inherently human and make mistakes, the code breaks. And about $10 billion a year is spent on the observability and monitoring market, finding all the times we broke our code and trying to fix it fast. And this just isn't the right way to do things. How about if we didn't push so much broken code into production all the time? If you go to the next slide, Speedscale is about solving this problem with production traffic replication, taking the conditions of how code runs in production and bringing that back to the developers so they can understand, as I'm developing something new, is this going to break when I release it into the production environment? We're one of the only companies that is driving this type of technology into market. It is totally different than how people typically test software today. It's about 10 times faster than sitting down and writing tests and building environments by hand. On the next slide, you can see a little bit about our company and some of the value that you get. An example I'll give is if you find a defect in production, it costs 1,000 times more to fix than if a developer can fix it in their own environment. Outages cost typically $300,000 every time a company has an incident that reaches production. And you can see some of our customers here trust Speedscale in order to discover and find issues before they get in their production environment. One of our customers, Vistaprint, their parent company is Simpress. They discovered that with Speedscale, they saved 80% of their time in their testing cycle. So thank you very much for letting us come and present today, and thank you very much, TAG, for the recognition.
Please welcome to the stage Loupe.
I'm Bustelo, CEO and founder of Loupe, after working at Apple for a decade on product. I want to thank TAG for this great honor. We've brought to market in Atlanta something completely transformative in media. Loupe streams art from all over the world on television and helps artists sell the art that's streaming. The last few years, we've seen a surge of new art forms with a focus on protecting artists' ownership and monetization. But how can we exhibit broadly so all of this innovation is discoverable? At Loupe, we've achieved global distribution for our art in and out of home through our digital art streaming service. We're the #1 lifestyle app on Apple TV in 78 countries, also Amazon Fire, Android TV, Comcast, LG, Samsung, Sling, Univision, Vizio, and an out-of-home partnership with Caesars Entertainment. We've created a new category leader in streaming by applying similar technology of music streaming to visual art. Over 800 artists from 40 countries, nearly 10,000 pieces of art are streaming around the world on TVs. expertly curated, algorithmically generated playlists like Stream by Color. There's interactivity to purchase the art, physical and NFT. We've created the foundation for a highly scalable, customizable platform with multiple patents on our discovery and personalization engine, like Netflix and Spotify offer. We have a few revenue streams from the same product. Loupe for Business is an affordable SaaS solution, allowing out-of-home markets to remotely schedule digital art streams. Caesars Entertainment in Las Vegas, condo lobbies in Buckhead, law offices, hotels around the country. Our TV partners, LG, Samsung, ad revenue, rev shared with these partners. Amazon licenses our art for a screensaver marketed as ambient entertainment on their beautiful new Omni 4K QLED TVs. As the workplace reinvents itself post-pandemic, not only do we appeal to the work-from-home lifestyle, but we contribute to the trend in real estate to create hospitality-like experiences, beautify spaces to attract commercial tenants and retain them. Stream, love, buy, the completion of the Loupe experience is through our marketplace for art sales. While our partnerships and artists are worldwide, Loupe is proudly headquartered in Atlanta, where the product is built, a global platform transforming how art is experienced and acquired. Thank you to our artists, our team, our partners, and to the Technology Association of Georgia for this recognition.
Please welcome to the stage, Kobiton.
Good afternoon, I'm Sean Berry, CEO of Kobiton. We're backed by Atlanta VCs, including Fulcrum Equity Partners, Panoramic, Kinetic Ventures, and KMS Technology, and 110 employees globally. Our mission is simple. We enable mobile-dependent and mobile-only brands to be successful in navigating the complexity of the mobile landscape. Today, there's more mobile devices than there are people on the planet. With 5.5 million apps and 2 billion mobile devices being manufactured annually, this market is growing at a rapid pace. But mobile is hard. An app is not a website. It requires a network, it requires an operating system, it requires a device, and it requires the app all to work in harmony to deliver for consumers an excellent experience. This dynamic creates opportunity, it also creates headache. Every one of us experience mobile in a unique way depending on our permutations, and there's thousands of them. In fact, the #1 device only has 5.9% market share in the entire globe. And if you don't deliver well in your experience for mobile, your customers and users will bolt. Enter in the Kobiton platform. We've taken innovation, an AI model, hardware and software, and some talented people to build something that helps solve this problem for companies at scale. Flexibility. We allow our customers to test on real mobile devices just down the street in the Coda data center building so they can have a true experience for what their consumers would experience. For those who are cloud never, we built our product to be able to go on their premise and sit behind locked doors in the safety and the security of their building. Speed, it matters. We've taken the Appium framework for mobile testing and we've sped it up 2 to 3 times, saving people not just time, but money. How we view mobile and how we see things is at 30 frames per second. Our product allows users to test and exercise their application how your eyes and my eyes see the app, not how the computer sees it. Button broken, next slide. See, mobile's tough and so are clickers. Accessibility. Over 25% of the globe could benefit from accessibility standard improvements, including visual and hearing. We've taken our AI model and we enable our users and customers to find areas where they can improve and better the experience for the user, both visual and audio, as well as ensure they're compliant with the W3C standards for accessibility. We believe in mobile for all. Automation. Let's face it, the pressure our teams are under to do more, automate or die, I think is the tagline. We not only allow our users through a simple UI and a pro and no-code solution to become automated testers overnight, but we take automated testers and help advance their coverage so they can deliver more value back to their development partners. Do more with less. And development partners. Developers in mobile are under the gun. Releases are instantaneously, and if you try to fix something after the release is out, you jeopardize the customer experience. We've taken our platform and ensure it works with all the CI and CD tooling that developers use, and we allow for visual testing and debugging on real devices as if the developer was sitting in a data center testing on a real phone. Let's make the problems get fixed before the release, not after. We're not done integrating and innovating at Kobiton. We're taking millions of data elements and informing our large language models so we can get better and stronger and faster and stay ahead of the curve so our customers can deliver a mobile experience on any device, anywhere on the planet with excellence. We're thrilled and excited to be a TAG Top 10 company. Gotta tell you, you're gonna be seeing a lot of us in the next couple of years. Thank you for the support of the technology community, to the TAG group, and thank you to Team Kobiton.
Please welcome to the stage, DataSeers.
Hi, I'm Rich Cohen with DataSeers. We provide software to combat fraud and anti-money laundering for banks. We provide this as a service. Now, how do we do this? We leverage data. And where do we get this data from? We take raw transactional data. This is all the data that comes in to the bank through transactions, whether it's an ATM, whether it's an ACH transaction, e-checks, whatever it happens to be. We take this and then we do a lot with it. So I'm going to use these little circles here to represent the data. We take this data and we homogenize it, we harmonize it, we make it very usable. We encrypt it, we make it so nobody can touch it. And then comes, we're here to talk about innovation. We use artificial intelligence to really figure out if somebody could be committing fraud even though they seem like they're not, or if somebody isn't but seems like they are. We use this to really take this to the next level. And the area that we work in is often called FRAML. That's fraud and anti-money laundering. So we have two products, one called Fraud Seer and one called Compliance Seer. But we said, hey, we've got all this great data. Is there any other way we can make this useful? And yes, we came up with a new product that really is kind of unique in the market, and that's called Recon Seer. This is for reconciliation. Since we've seen everything that's come in and gone out of the bank, we can see that if I tried to send you some money, for example, my account got debited, but maybe your bank refused it because I needed to put your middle name in or I got the wrong account number or something along those lines. So now things aren't balancing. Recon Seer can find that. So that's another piece of innovation. And then we said we have all this amazing data. Let's do something more with it. We're a data analytics company, so we have StrataSeer. This is strategy. This is so you can analyze your data to minimize churn and increase your revenues. So we get very close to our clients because it is such a broad product. And a couple of years ago, they came to us and said, we need some more help with onboarding, with identity. We started a new mobile wallet. We seeded it with $5 each. We ended up onboarding 5 million customers who were synthetic identities. But this is a bigger arena, and we wanted to be sure that we could really rise to the top in this size as well. So we have 14 different modules within our DataSeers product, and what this allows us to do is for the banks to customize how they onboard their clients. So probably everybody here in the audience is what we'd call low risk. You've got a social security number, you've got an address, you've got a credit card, a driver's license, and all that. But maybe your name was, say, on an OFAC list or a watch list or a sanction list. And so the bank doesn't want to exclude you. If your name is John Smith, of course you're going to be on a list because it's a very popular name. So we'll dig a little deeper. But maybe there's somebody else. Maybe they're from Cuba or Russia or Iran. Countries that we have sanctions against or something, which we would consider higher risk. And so for them, we have even more products they can use. And all this is customizable. Again, another innovation that the industry had not seen. So this already robust product got even much more robust. And then the clients came to us one more time and they said, you know, we are seeing so much volume and so much velocity on ACH. It's really kind of killing us here. Can you help us with this? We need a better way to originate ACH, and is there any way you could allow our fintechs to originate ACH as well? So we came up with that product. Then they said what we need is help with reviewing them, and finally they said we need to be able to split them at the end of the day because we get a whole big thing from the Fed that we have a hard time doing manually. So that was our final innovation. I hope you found this of interest. Thank you.
Please welcome to the stage PrizePicks.
Hopefully this is going to work. We have that button. All right. How's it going, Tech Summit? My name is Adam Wexler, founder, CEO of PrizePicks. I've been to a couple of these events before. A couple of my previous ventures were fortunate enough to be a part of the top 40. But let's tell you about PrizePicks. So we actually, just last year, were assessed the fastest growing company by Inc. magazine, fastest growing sports company. And most recently, we've been recognized as the #1 DFS operator in North America. So what is PrizePicks exactly? Well, we basically allow people to select 2 to 6 players on a nightly basis and predict if they're going to go over or under their projected statistics on a nightly basis. So if you're looking at NBA, that could be points, rebounds, assists. Some of our latest innovations include predicting dunks or fouls even. You sit back and watch the game, and if you're fortunate enough to hit your numbers, you can win multiples on your money. So what are some of the more innovative things that we're doing? Well, traditional sports betting is a very siloed activity. You place your bet, you come back later to collect your money if you've won. For PrizePicks, it's very much an immersive all-day, all-week experience. So people hop in our Discord, which is a very vibrant community, 300,000 people strong. People are in there talking all day long about what picks they're going to make. They go into our app, they make those picks, they come back to the Discord community, they sweat it out. And by the end of the night, they're either celebrating together or they're sulking for what it's worth. Some of the more innovative things that we're doing on a features and policies basis. So nobody's ever really created a player prediction game like we have at PrizePicks. So some of the worst luck happens when your favorite player goes down to injury. I don't know if anybody was watching the Super Bowl a year ago. Odell Beckham, a star wide receiver, goes down in the first half. Well, what's supposed to happen when you actually had money on Odell Beckham? Well, in the case of PrizePicks, we'll act as if that pick never happened. We'll just revert that entry, and the rest of your entry is still in play, and you can still win for getting the other 4 picks correct. This is something that allows us to provide the best in-class customer experience, which is something we pride ourselves on. This is something we've also done over 100 times just in the NBA alone since we released it a couple months back. Where do we go from here, though? What's the next iteration of this? Well, this is exactly what happened in the Super Bowl. Odell Beckham was having a great game, 52 yards towards his 62-yard projection. It was the middle of the second quarter when he went down. Eventually, how we're building it out right now, we're going to extrapolate those into wins. If the win probability passed something like 90%, we're going to count those as wins. This is no longer going to be a binary wins and loss option. That's the gist of PrizePicks. I'm going to go ahead and leave it there because I know I'm the last person here. Appreciate it.
Okay, everyone, I'm here to put you to work, okay? So everyone stand up. Come on, I know it's the end of the day. Let's get our blood flowing. And let's get a round of applause for all of our top 10 companies. Woo! Really strong work. All right. As we've mentioned throughout today's programming, each year the summit audience gets the opportunity to recognize their favorite top 10 winners. You all can sit down if you like. via the People's Choice Awards. We have 3 categories that you all will get to vote in. It's Coolest Technology, Best Presentation, and Best Exhibit, which is actually open to all of the top 40 companies. Voting is easy. It's right in the palm of your hand via the Summit app. And the polls will stay open for the next 10 minutes. So we'll announce the winners at the end of the 7th inning stretch. Start voting, guys. Thank you.
For businesses of all sizes, there are a lot of choices when it comes to your internet and technology needs. When you choose Comcast Business Internet, you choose the largest, fastest, reliable network. You choose advanced security for total peace of mind. And you choose a next-generation 10G network that's always improving, getting faster, more reliable, and more intelligent to keep you ready for today and tomorrow. The choice is clear. Make your business future-ready with the network from the most innovative company, Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
What if you could remaster the Masters fan experience?
Like, what if fans could follow all their favorite players, not just the top ones?
Yes, with IBM Consulting, you could use Watson to analyze the data of every shot and get AI-powered insights for every player.
So people can follow the underdogs.
The past champions, even the long shots.
You calling me a long shot?
Hello, friends. Look at this, right at it.
That's a good call.
That's the personalized experience IBM and the Masters created.
It's a shot for the ages.
What will you create? IBM. Let's create.
Waiting any longer, we have our winners to announce. For Coolest Technology, AdPipe. For Best Exhibit, Speedscale. And for Best Presentation, Kobiton. Congratulations to our People Choice Award winners.
So when we were tallying the results, there was one company that rose to the top in every one of the categories, at least near the top or at the top. So we decided to have a new award to recognize the best overall company, which we've sometimes in the past called Best in Show. But this year, the winner of the best overall top 10 company is, drum roll, oh, where are they? It's Loupe. If you want to come up to the stage, Dot, get a picture or something, you can come on up. Anyway, to finish this up, we thank all of the companies in Georgia who applied for the top 40 this year. This year's winners are exceptional and are sure to inspire the state's tech companies to take innovation in Georgia to the next level. We hope to see your innovative Georgia technology company right here on the stage in 2024. And once again, join me in celebrating our 2023 TAG Top 40 and Top 10 Innovative Companies. Thank you very much.